Good morning, members. I hope everyone's well. Just Sam here. It's currently around 7:30 on Tuesday morning. You might be able to see in the background that we've got Andy cutting greens and we've got Tom cutting approaches down on the 7th at the minute. We've got lots going on this morning out on the golf course. Obviously, we had a heck of a lot of rain yesterday, so we've got Paul and Jack in the bunkers trying to get those all back in play. We will have a few bunkers GUR, but they're doing their best with a lot of elbow grease to get as many bunkers back in play as possible. As I mentioned, we've got greens and approaches being cut today. Rob is following, putting fresh holes out and blowing behind the mowers, and then Martin's coming out and spraying our fungicide that I mentioned yesterday in my video yesterday. Obviously this week, today seems like the only window to get a spray out, and obviously there's still a little bit of moisture in the air. It's not raining, there's still a little bit of moisture in the air, so it's not ideal conditions. However, it's the lesser of two evils. It's so important that we get the fungicide out in this window to protect us for the next few weeks and what conditions throw at us over the next few weeks and the following month. So it's really important we get that out. So Martin's doing a great job getting that out this morning. Obviously, mentioning weather, the last few days has been relentless. It really has. I looked at some of our data this morning. We've got data that goes back 14 years, so we've got a nice 14-year average to work from, and September's average for the last 14 years is 56 mil. We are currently already at 103 mil for September, and we're only on the 24th, so we're nearly already double the last 14-year average for September alone. Now obviously, with what we've got coming up, with our projects coming up, it's not ideal to have heavy rain prior to the project. However, I spoke to both contractors yesterday and we're still very confident that we can all go ahead as planned. Obviously, looking ahead, we don't know what sort of winter we're going to have. If we can all please positively think about dry weather, that'd be fantastic for me, and that would really help us out on the golf course. But obviously, Mother Nature will throw whatever she wants to throw. So just bear with us on that. We'll try and make a decision on the golf course every morning by 7:30. So that you guys have enough time ahead of the 8 o'clock tee time, but we need to make sure that we get around the whole golf course and check that everything is playable and we're keeping you guys safe with any decisions that we make. Also this morning, I've noticed a lot of crane fly around the site this morning, a lot bigger populations than we have noticed in the last couple of years. Now what crane fly do this time of year, they come along, they lay their eggs in the turf, and that then evolves into leather jackets into the spring. So we've already got our nematode application ordered and ready to go for third week in October. So the idea is the crane fly will lay their eggs now in the turf surfaces. We'll then come along with our nematode spray in October on the greens and hopefully eradicate those eggs developing into anything that's going to eat our turf surfaces. We obviously don't treat all the areas, so fairways and tees will still have eggs laid in them, but obviously because the heights are cut that we cut at on fairways and tees versus the greens, we won't notice the damage that leather jackets cause on those surfaces because the grass leaf is a lot longer. But I have noticed this morning a lot more populations than in previous years, so I'm not quite sure what that would be down to, whether that be down to the recent wet weather, whether that be down to the fact that we had quite a lot of rain over July and August. I'm not too sure, but I think it's something to bear in mind going forward. But we do have our nematode application in the plan, and it's ordered and it's all on its way. So that's it really from me. Hope everyone's well. Like I say, let's all have positive thoughts about dry weather for the next 6 months, but it'll be what it'll be. Hope everyone's well, and we'll see you on the course.